Hi, Emily. How are you? Oh, that sounds great. So how was your weekend? So would you like to share something what you did on your weekend? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. So shall we start with the session for today? Okay. So do you have any idea what we'll be learning today? Mm-hmm. Yes, today we'll be learning about angles in a triangle. Yeah. Okay, so do you have any prior knowledge that what are triangles? Mm-hmm. Yes, triangle is a closed figure. Yes. Okay, so it's a combination of three line segments joined together. Okay, that's a really interesting explanation you gave. Okay, and what about this figure here? What can you say about this figure? Yeah, it is a triangle. And what can you say about this A, B, and C in it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are the angles. So do you know the interesting fact about angles of a triangle? No worries, so we'll be learning about that, okay? So here we are given with another diagram in which we are again given with ABC angles on a straight line. Can we see? Yeah. So what's the relationship we'll be learning in the upcoming slides, right? Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, so here we are on the second slide. So what's given over here? Should I read it for you or will you be reading? Okay, no worries, I can read it. Okay, so here we are given with angles in a triangle. When the three angles from the triangles are split and the corner angles combine, they always fit into a straight line. Oh, wow, so here we got the relationship between the three angles of a triangle and how they actually fix up in the straight line. Oh, so you are aware about that angles on a straight line is 180 degree. Oh yeah, that's amazing. I'm pretty pleased the way you actually shared your knowledge. Okay, all right. So here, okay, so what can you say about, like you told me that what are triangles. So are you aware about the types of triangles? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what can you say about the first triangle here, where I'm pointing out? Okay, so what can you observe? Like here we are given with pink color, you're saying that there is an angle in a pink color, yellow color, and blue color. What about these little lines? What these are representing? Mm-hmm. Yes, they are representing that all sides of a triangle are equivalent to each other, right? So what can you say about this triangle then? What type of triangle it is? Yes, it is an equilateral triangle, right? And what about the second one? Here, we are not given with these kinds of line which are representing that all the line segments are equivalent. Mhm. Yeah, this triangle is not an equilateral triangle, but is a scalene triangle, right? And if we combine these three angles of a triangle, we'll be getting angles on a straight line. And the sum of angle on a straight line is, yes, it's 180 degree. So let's see what question is given over here. Therefore, what do all three angles of a triangle add up to? Mhm. Oh, no worries. If you don't know, let's try. So here we discussed about the relationship, right? That these three angles, if we just pick these three angles and fit into this diagram, we are getting that these three angles add up to 180 degrees, right? Yeah. So what will be the answer for this? That therefore, what do all three angles of a triangle add up to? Yes, it will be 180 degree. Yeah, I'm very impressed the way you are actually trying to understand the concept. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so yeah, you can write your answer here. Thank you. All right. So here we are given with a girl and she's asking a question. So let's see what question is here. How much do the interior angles of an isosceles triangle add up to? So what's an isosceles triangle? I'm astonished the way you actually explained. Yeah, isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two adjacent sides are equivalent to each other. Right. Okay, so if we'll add all the three angles of an isosceles triangle, then what we'll be getting? Yes, the same. That is 180 degree. Yeah. Okay, so you have already done this in your classroom. Okay, you actually discussed, not done. Okay, okay. But I must say the way you are actually sharing your concepts, you're giving the answers, it's wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so we are done with this slide. Can we move to the next one? Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here it is finding missing angles in a triangle. So we'll be finding the missing angles here. Okay, so can you tell me what type of triangle it is? Again, it's a scalene triangle, right? Okay, so what type of triangle is it? We can write the answer here. Okay, and here we are given that we need to find the value of x in the triangle. Okay, so we'll be finding the value of x, and here we are given with two more questions. So let's see, what is the first question asking? So what is the sum of all the angles inside a triangle? So what is the sum of all the angles in a triangle? It adds up to, yes, 180 degrees. So you can write your answer here. Thank you. All right. Next is, how can we make sure the answer in A to find the value of B? Oh, yeah. How can we use? So how can we use the part A for part B? Yes, here we will be actually performing the inverse. First, we'll be adding these two and then we'll be subtracting the sum of 44 and 78 from 180 degree, right? So basically, we can also say that 44 at x at 78 will gives us 180 degree, and from that, you actually said that we can use the inverse. You're having a clear knowledge about the inverse calculation as well. You're doing so effectively, I must say. Yeah, so what will be the answer? You can calculate. You can show me the workings as well. Yes. Yeah. So let's try it mentally. So 44 at 78 will gives us, yeah, 182. And yeah, how you calculated it? Okay. Yeah. So 4 add 8 will gives us 12, right? So we'll be writing 2 in the ones column. Yes, 1 will be regrouped. Okay. So 4 add 7 gives us 11, and the 1, along with the 1, we'll be getting 12. So the answer for this is 122. And when will be, now we are given with the equation that is x at 122 equals to 180. Now we need to take away, right? So 180 take away 122 will gives us, it's quick. It's so quick. Yeah, it will be 58. And again, you calculated it mentally. Okay. So you can show me your calculation here as well. Yeah, I can make a box for you here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now here we have written 58 and we also need to put a degree as well because we are finding the angle, right? And it's in degrees. Yeah. We can use the pencil tool to put a degree. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So now we got to know that the sum of angles, that to interior one of a triangle, gives us 180 degree, right? Shall we move to the next one? Okay. Oh, so here we are given with the practice time. So there are a lot many questions for us to practice. So are you excited to try all the questions? I'm excited too. Okay. So first, let's make it fun. Okay. So first we'll be actually naming these triangles. What kind of triangles these are, right? Okay. So if we go for the first one, what can you say about the first one? What type of triangle you're finding this? Yes, it is an equilateral triangle. And how you got to know? Oh, it was a pretty guess. Okay. So, but if we need to talk it conceptually, then yeah. What is the condition for equilateral triangle? Yes, all sides should be of equal length. And here we can see, right? Though we are not given with the measurements, but we can see. Okay, let's move to the next one. So what can we say about the second one now? Yeah, it's yellow color, yellow approach. Yeah. Okay, so you are saying that it's a isosceles triangle. And how you got to know? Okay, again, here you can say that this side and this side is equivalent to each other. It's looking like that. Okay, yes, it is an isosceles triangle. What about the third one? Mhm. Yes, it's a scalene triangle because all the sides are different in lengths. Yeah. And what about the fourth one? It's quite a, it's, what can I say? Here we are given with a hint as well. Oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, here we are given with a right angle. So what can we say? What will be the name of this triangle? Yes, it is a right angle triangle. Pretty amazing. You explained so wonderfully. You gave the answers for every type of triangle with the explanation. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Okay, now let's move to the question. So the question was all about name the triangles given below. So we have already answered. So we can say bye-bye to this question. All right. Let's move to the B part. Okay, so here we are. Also sometimes or never, or always, sometimes or never. Give reason to your answer. So the statement is given. The sum of all angles inside all four triangles above is 180 degree. So here we are given with above is 180 degree. Yeah. So is it true? Yes, it is. And what about this condition? Always, sometimes, or never? Yes, it is always true that the sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree, irrespective of what type of triangle it is. Right. Yeah. Shall we move to the next slide? You're doing it so quickly. Okay. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, so here we are given with finding the missing angles in the given triangle. It's quite simple now. We have already done the previous question in which we found the value of x. So it would be quite easy for you. No? Okay, let's try then. Okay, so here we are given with a little box. What does the tiny square inside the triangle means? So what can you say about this? Yes, it is a right angle triangle. And what about this? It's showing 90 degree, right? So how can we find the value of Q then? Again, yes. So 90 add 53, and the sum of these two angles will be taken away from 180 degree. Yeah. And which will give us the value of Q. All right. So let's work it out here. Yes, 90 add 53 will give us 143. And the value of Q will be 180 take away 143 will give us 37, right? And for this wonderful calculation you have shown here, I would like to award you your 5 effort points. Congratulations. You're welcome. All right, let's move to the next one. So here is an application question. So this question is, yeah, there are 2 triangles in one triangle. Yes, pretty observation. You are quite good at observing the things. Yeah. Okay, so spot the incorrect angle. So we need to spot the incorrect angle. Okay, so let's, what condition we were discussing? If I talk about this first triangle, so yes, in every triangle, there is a condition that the sum of interior angles should be equal to 180 degree, right? So let's calculate for the first one. Yes, 41 add 24 add 115 should gives us 180. So let's see if it is correct or not. Okay, so 41 add 24 gives us, yes, 65 degrees. And if we'll add 65 to 115, what will be getting? Yes, 180 degrees. So the first triangle is all correct. Let's work for the second triangle. Now 75 add 37 will gives us 112, right? And if we'll add with 78, we'll be getting, yes, 190 degree. So the angle here in this triangle, something is a bit fishy, right? So we need to figure out, okay, and what about if we'll see this 115 and 75? It is on the, yes, it is on the straight line. So the sum of angles on a straight line is always, yes, 180 degree. So let's see if it is giving us 180 degree or not. So 115 at 75 gives us 190 degree. So it means there is a mistake in the angle 75 degree. And what it should be, if we need to make a correction here, yes, it is 10 degree more. So it should be, yes, it should be 65. And why are we making this angle 65? Why aren't we making this 115 as 105? Yes, because this triangle adds up to, the angles of this triangle, the first one adds up to 180 degree. Whereas if we talk about the second triangle, here we are exceeding with 10 degrees, right? So here we need to make an alteration. So what it should be, you can write your answer here. Yes, it is 65 degrees. Yeah. So yes, Emily, that's all for today's session. Yeah. So we'll be meeting in the next session, same time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. All right.